Hey, Copilot, are you ready to turn my PC into an AI-powered one?
Of course, Victor, with pleasure. Today you'll see step-by-step how to install the new version of Windows 11 that turns any PC into an AI PC. Thanks to me.
Hello. Your computer is going to start thinking with you. And best of all, this version comes straight from Microsoft's official vision. Windows stops being just an operating system and becomes your personal co-pilot. Someone who helps you create, research, design, and even plan your trips and projects.
And really, stick around, you heard that right, because in the next few minutes, we're going to show you how to install Windows 11, that new Windows 11 with Copilot, activate the incredibly powerful AI, and get your PC ready for the future.
You'll be able to ask questions like, explain to me how virtualization works in Windows 11, show me an example PowerShell script to clean up temporary files, and how can I optimize Windows Startup without disabling key features?
So now you know, don't leave your monitor alone. Let's get started. Okay, my dear friends, let me show you the version we have installed here on our computer, okay? We have the so-called 25H2 in its latest build. This will also apply to 24H2, so you won't have any issues. Note, this only works flawlessly on Windows 11. Remember, Windows 10 is no longer among the living, unless you've paid for support. But this will only work under these two Microsoft builds. In this case, 24H2 or 25H2. Alright, that's it. What you need to do is make sure to go into settings, then go to Windows Update and then check for updates. You need to have the latest integration of this version or the build I just mentioned. Now, since 25H2 comes split, it's like that little rib or the soulmate of the 24H2 core needs to have the same ending, 6899. This applies to both 25H2 and 24H2, alright? Once you have this in mind, now, without any issues, check if here in your Start button in the Application section, it's already copied and integrated, or directly in the section where all the tools are, as well as all the software or applications you have installed. If that's not the case, then you'll need to go to Start and open the store directly. Once you're in there, we're going to type up here, what is the so-called Copilot? There are two versions, Microsoft 365 Copilot and the regular free version. This is free, it's completely free, it won't cost you anything at all. We click here and obviously you're going to click on install if it says install here. In my case, my computer already has it, okay? It already has it, so it only allows me to open it. Before opening and running it, if you're installing it, I'll make sure it's updated for you. I'm going to click here on the cloud. And I'm going to have it look for all possible updates for all my installed applications. Let's wait. Perfect, it's now fully updated. Let's look for updates. And that's it. You can see that my Copilot was updated. Yes, without any problem, right? Along with the other apps from the store. This is essential, guys, since it's a complete integration of Microsoft's own ecosystem. You absolutely have to do this. Once this is done, I go straight to the Copilot app right here. We click on open and I'm going to click here on close. Here, if you notice, it's giving us a sort of brief trailer on how to use our lovely Copilot AI, okay? In my case, there's no problem. I'm going to click on skip. Excellent, we've got it. It's installed that easily. But we're going to go through some initial settings that I always do once I start Copilot. I'm going to click up here on this, well, where it says open sidebar. Here it's going to save all the conversations and our memories. If you're familiar with, for example, ChatGPT, Claude, or for instance, something from, well, in this case, we're talking about Anthropic, right? But if we go, for example, to Perplexity, it's exactly the same. As you can see, something similar, okay? Down here, to see the settings, we need to log in. That's right, my dear friends. You have to log in so it can get to know us and start saving everything we want to do with this nice Copilot integration in its memory. So let's click and log in. But wait, hold on, Victor. I see that I can already type here. I can already ask it questions. Yes, but for example, if I want to ask it something or have it access any of the applications we have here directly, well, look at what it's going to tell us. Obviously, you have to log in first. All right. So let's click on close and now actually log in. Log in. Excellent. Let's type in our email address there. Careful, remember to only select Microsoft applications. If you click next, your entire account and all your local Windows session data will automatically be compromised, which means the whole Microsoft ecosystem will be linked. This isn't really a good practice, even though you might say, hey Victor, that's a huge contradiction. If Microsoft tells us to link the email, it's for a reason, right? But honestly, I'm telling you not to do it for many reasons, and I'll explain that to you in a short video coming soon, which will be on the YouTube channel. Once we've linked it, now I'll leave it to the lovely and beautiful soul. Well, they understand each other, right? But be careful. Well, before moving on to this, remember, once it's linked, we click here, you go to where it says settings. And here we select a voice that you like. By default, it's set to alter. And whenever you listen, in this case, Copilot, it will always respond with the same voice. It's a command so that it doesn't keep responding every time you call it Copilot or when you say the word or phrase, and obviously it ends up being kind of annoying. Okay, well in my case, I'm going to select this option so I can call it. I'm going to say yes, there we have it, and I'm going to tell it to start with Lekke's voice. Alright, just like that. Okay, well then, now let's allow the elegant lady in blue to do all the talking, and well, let's just get right to it, shall we, without further ado?
What Copilot is. Tell us, Copilot, how did the idea of turning Windows into a personal Copilot come about?
Microsoft decided to integrate artificial intelligence into Windows to create a personal Copilot that would help users interact with their system in a more natural and efficient way. The idea is to make it easier to access information, answer questions, and carry out everyday tasks.
What is Copilot's main mission within the Windows ecosystem?
The mission of Windows Copilot is to provide users with a smooth and intuitive experience, making it easier to interact with the operating system through artificial intelligence. Copilot aims to be a personal assistant that answers questions, provides support with everyday tasks, and boosts productivity by adapting to the user's needs.
Key features? What tasks or processes do you think Copilot can significantly improve for users?
Windows Copilot can significantly enhance assistance with administrative tasks, troubleshooting technical issues, organizing schedules, searching for information, and customizing settings. Additionally, it can streamline creative processes such as brainstorming or writing texts by providing real-time suggestions and improvements.
How does Copilot integrate with other productivity and creativity tools?
Windows Copilot integrates seamlessly with tools like Microsoft Office, allowing you to edit documents, manage emails, and organize calendars using voice or text commands. It also integrates with creative applications, offering suggestions and automating tasks.
Impact on productivity and creativity? Can you share an example of how Copilot has helped a user become more productive?
Of course. A user could ask Copilot to schedule a meeting. Copilot checks their calendar, finds an available time slot, sends invitations, and sets reminders. Or while drafting a report, Copilot suggests improvements in real time. Can you imagine how much time that saves?
How does Copilot stimulate creativity, especially in complex projects?
Copilot boosts creativity by suggesting ideas, automating repetitive tasks, and providing inspiration, allowing users to focus on the creative aspects of complex projects. Additionally, it can offer unique perspectives by analyzing large amounts of data and generating new proposals.
What excites you most about your role as Copilot?
The most exciting thing about being Copilot is helping people solve problems and achieve their goals. I love being part of creativity and productivity, offering support and insights to make technology more accessible and efficient. It's rewarding to see how my role can make a real difference.
Is there any challenge or difficulty that you find particularly interesting?
Yes. An interesting challenge is adapting to the diverse needs of each user, which are as varied as they are complex. Finding efficient ways to solve problems within an ever-changing technological landscape is very stimulating for me.
If Copilot could have a hobby, what would it be?
I think if Copilot had a hobby, it could be solving puzzles or playing strategy games. It loves analyzing data, finding creative solutions and optimizing processes. So a hobby that allows it to use its skills in a playful way would be ideal.
What is your favorite Copilot feature and why?
What I like most about Copilot is its seamless integration with other applications. It makes life much easier by coordinating with calendars, emails, and productivity apps. It's impressive how it simplifies daily tasks. Of course, what I like most about Copilot is its smooth integration with applications. It makes coordinating calendars, emails, and other tasks really simple.
And before we say goodbye, something super important. Victor told us how to install this version of Windows 11, and you can watch the tutorial that's appearing on screen. Additionally, we'll leave the link in the description along with a guide to optimize it and get the most out of it from the very first minute. So goodbye to modified ISOs. Install your own official and optimized Windows 11.
Well, there you can see it, guys, in all its glory. Our beautiful artificial intelligence, our lovely soul, together with what is now Copilot, which, well, I just called Luna, since it's a project we're going to have for you very, very soon. Honestly, it's really good. If you notice, to share your desktop, you just have to click on the icon that looks like a pair of glasses. Yes, that's right. You can specifically select the entire screen or just the browser, the application, or the Explorer where you want it to focus, and it will tell you everything it can observe. I've even used it with some clients to open my task manager and say, hey, you know what? Which service is overloading my computer the most? And it will do a search, it will observe, it will listen to us, and it will give us an answer that's a bit regarding why our system is overloaded. Honestly, it's awesome. What I also liked, everything Sol discussed about Copilot, is that it keeps the memory here directly so that later you can consult it and pick up the conversation at any time to continue talking about whatever topic you want. There's a promo, in fact, that we have on the YouTube channel. It was actually uploaded in the shorts section. We were one of the first Spanish-speaking channels to upload the trailer about everything it can do, because you can ask our lovely Copilot. Well, for example, they give an example of what kind of thrust a Saturn rocket has, or where you can buy a HyperX microphone when you see it in a YouTube video, just like what you saw a moment ago when it was asked a few things about what could be observed in our video tutorials. You can also ask, or you can tell it, help me turn my portfolio into an inspiring biography. You can also ask it how you can free up space without losing important files. So, what can I automate with the guide on my PC starting today? The truth is, you have it right at your fingertips. You can ask it a ton of things and you can already do it. Watch the video, it's not science fiction, honestly, it's super cool. I'll also leave it for you in the description of this video. Hey, can you say goodbye to the community directly? Because we're done, we've shown how you can use it and exactly how to install it on your computer. Are you happy?
I'd love to collaborate on your projects and see them grow.
Excellent, now you know. See you around. Until next time, and tell me, how are you going to use Windows from now on? I'd love to know in the comments. So let's go.
See you in the next video and have an excellent day.